Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda. Off here to a 1v1 on road to Tunis. In the west stands Charlotte fighting for the Deutsches Afrika Korps. This is German army here with the 10th Panzerdivision. In the east stands enemy fighting for America, freedom, democracy, and liberty. Here with the 3rd Infantry Division straight into Armoured. Ever the popular battle group, and one I'm a bit surprised didn't see like any touches upon in the recent balance update, but hopefully September is going to see this battle group tuned down a bit. This is by far the most popular one at the higher levels. But anyways, we're off to the races here. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacast, allowing me to keep making all these videos. A big thanks there, and a big thanks to all those people who keep liking and commenting on videos. Helps out immensely as well. They're getting out to as many people as possible. So, double Panzer Grenadier alongside the Panzer Pioneer for Charlotte. Fast deep, of course, here for enemy, allowing to race out here. Up north, we got the Scouts pushing ahead here, probing terrain. And we got a Rifle Squad on the way there for enemy. 2nd Panzer Grenadier Squad ready here for Charlotte, heading southwards here. We could see the first engagement here by the southern fuel point between Charlotte and enemy. And the center Panzer moving up here, ignoring sort of the north side for now. Which might actually be where things would be easiest there for Charlotte to make some progress. So Panzer moving up here, looks like she's going to focus hard on the south end of the road, which is interesting considering the car on there makes it a bit easier to harass as well. Rifle Squad moving up here, Panzer Pioneer could make it to the building here, in which case enemies Rifleman are going to have a bit of a bad day there. Who gets in first? It is the Rifleman. Panzer Pioneer now spot out in the open, exposed, easy targets. They will have to withdraw. In the south, Panzer moving forward, Jeep there, we're watching here, backing off of the building. 250 half turn there for Charlotte, and there you go, Jeep spotted, which of course signals for Charlotte. Immediately she's up against Armoured. In response, we got Italian infantry with the Guastatori, the L640, defensive operations amongst other things here. Concerning some telemines versus US Armoured could prove to be a stroke of genius. At least personally, I've had some success using telemines when I play the DAK against US Armoured, since say you catch one of the EC8s, the light vehicles on the telemine, they're going to have a very bad day. Jeep, they're backing off here for now, not going to clash here with the German infantry. American forces occupying the center and the north here. And we got the 250 afterguard here for Charlotte, the Leichter Schützen Panzerwagen. Panzer Pioneer moving forwards. Fuel point there being seated alongside the victory point. Steady otherwise as it goes. Right, moving up here, half-track moving up, linking up here with the German troops here by the southern side. Jeep moving towards the center of the base. Major swing northwards here and behind. We can see that in fact enemies rapidly swing most of his forces north. It's going to try and avoid confrontation here with Charlotte head on. We got flamethrowers on the way here. Probably in case that enemy again decides to use this building against Charlotte, she can use this flamethrower half-track and then flash them out quite speedily, which makes a lot of sense. In fact, Charlotte here may in fact try and play around here enemy's northern focus by going for his fuel point here, devious maneuver, though of course that does expose her own fuel point. We do see a Panzer's got more on the way here. Roscoe being caught out in the open here, sensing what Charlotte is doing though. He may nonetheless have played into her hands here, and she is quick to exploit this. Roscoe being forced back here. 3rd Panzer squad out here, fuel point about to be beset here by enemy. Few points and such points being grabbed here. Moving up here rapidly, Charlotte here swing around here. Really beautiful swing here by Charlotte. A gross great signal cut there. For some reason with the course, which is big in German. Captain moving forwards here. We got the infantry support sent up, also very much standard stuff there. The free captain is just in most cases too good to ignore. And of course the other upgrades also really good. Captain as the Panzer Grenadier is here by the fuel point. 250 document catching the captain out in the open here. Charlotte is keeping up a swift mechanized pace here, hoping to outpace her opponent here. Captain there taking heavy damage, down 2 men. Fuel point outside the base has been seized here, but the Panzer Grenadier is to slowly win the engagement, if slowly, but it's going to cost the fuel point here. Panzer is the Rifle Squad and Jeep here. Fuel point neutral now here for enemy as well. Cut off as well. There's a sign the enemy's getting next in the resources compared to Charlotte, though Charlotte is still not getting a lot here either. Moving in from another angle, catching the Rifle Squads here with a flamethrower. Oh, we got grenades out here for enemy, and the half-track goes up, but Charlotte is able to bail out the Panzer Pioneer just in the nick of time here. Rifle Squad falling back here. Fuel point open for the Panzer to be recaptured here. Rifle Squad being shot at here. Really bold push by Charlotte, and it's paid off. Nice dividends against the enemy, who was definitely caught a bit off guard here. Medical station out, they're getting that healing. Those medics out, the scouts moving about there, only to discover there's Germans. Much to the surprise. Charlotte, of course, has the light support company up here. We shall see what follows up here. Could go for assault grenadiers, could go for fire support elements. Scout under fire here from the Panzer Grenadier. And over to enemy. So far, triple rifleman. We might see fast bars. Now we, of course, got fast grenades. Then again, with the fuel harassment as it is, Charlotte actually, I think, has an opportunity to do something really powerful in terms of like vehicle play, because enemies going to be a bit lacking in counters. The sheer amount of fuel harassment here has slowed down his economy. However, briefly, make it happen, like say, pull off a fast counter to in factor in the grenades here. So there's certainly some potential for Charlotte to do something big again. Like, could be the L640s. Could be like a fast flak feeling. I think there's several options Charlotte could pursue versus enemy, but she definitely needs to pursue them fast. Panzer Pioneer, they're being focused on here by Jeeps and Raven. They're definitely being forced away here rather rapidly. And there we go. What is this? It is in fact the L640s. The Italian cavalry has arrived. The light tanks here. One of the most mass-produced Italian tanks because they could produce it easily. As a fun side fact, once they realized it wasn't that good, they would actually start converting most of them towards Semaventers with 47mm guns, creating effectively some of the smallest assault guns as well. Anyways, L640s ripping into the Raven here. And what is this? Do we see? Yes, we got one Lancia Fiamme upgrade here for the L640s. And there you go, Raven there taking immense fire from the two autocannon wielding light tanks. Dashing forward, see Charlotte is on the ride here. Dashing through here, enemy's lines. The Jeep is getting pulverized by the two autocannons here, and the Jeep is down. Charlotte strikes here, and enemy stuff explodes. In the south, though, here, Panzer the Ralph scored here. Charlotte needs to hit hard, though, again, needs to slow down the economy because he does have good map control, partly thanks to the Scout Jeep combo. He's also gone for full Ralph squads, which, ironically, may right now be a bit vulnerable then to the light tanks here, as long as Charlotte doesn't, like, get too close here. Up north, Ralph goes 1L640, which has not been upgraded. Perhaps lacking resources, perhaps intentional, perhaps a mishap. It's hard to say here, but either way, though, the L640s are on the loose. And what is this? We got Panzer Exile, of course, in case enemy has brought in some light vehicles. Scouts there being met with a flamethrower here. And they're gonna go down fast. Brutal hit here. Charlotte is not slowing down here. She is looking to wrest control of this battle as fast as possible. And certainly scoring any further wipes here on enemy is going to go a long way towards that. With both Jeep and Scouts gone, though, he's also lost like the fastest capping units in his force at the moment. He's now basically got the rifleman here. Got the L640s catching up. Looks like we got a mode pull up in the base here. Yes, indeed, but it's going to take some time for even a Greyhound to hit. In fact, forcing him to go for an anti-tank gun. Crowd scores there being met with the L640. We've got Veterans who won on the flamethrower tank here. Map control-wise, though, he's still got a good bit of control here, and Charlotte will need to grab back some more of these points, particularly the victory points, I think, will also be important here. Rifleman sneaking about here, retreating, not risking any confrontation here with those light tanks there. So yeah, things have rather sped up here. Anti-tank almost down there for enemy. Could go for the Scott, may not, we'll have to see. 250 half-tech could do with some light repairs. We got nothing further in Charlotte's space as of yet. Got cut-off points there being seized, tanks standing about. But yeah, with Italian infantry, some anti-tank mines in the right places, I think, could prove to be a really good investment here for Charlotte. Could deal with both, of course, NEC Chaffies or Greyhounds, but also EC8s down the road, which, of course, will inevitably happen versus Armoured. Could, of course, find themselves made much less threatening if they hit a telemine. Another push in the fuel point air, actually an opening. L640 takes a hell of a hit there. Armor barely holding out, and then the crews are desperately trying to bail their tanks out of that before they take another hit. Charlotte forced to withdraw here from the fuel point as enemies just pushing in everything he's got. We got Greyhounds on the way here. L640s need repairs. South side, we got scrums between Charlotte and enemy as well there. But the main thrust is close to the fuel point in here by the main road, as Charlotte is again pulling away the tanks as far away as possible. In the south, Ralph scored around the Panzer Gunner dealer here. Northern points being seized. We've got 477 of 357.
Our Greyhound is here.
Greyhound out. There you go. Ralph scored being caught here by the two Italian tanks, but that said, oh, lost one of them. Got too close here. Perhaps a misclick, perhaps overconfidence, perhaps figuring he would retreat. It's hard to say here. But either way, the L640 with the flamethrowers down. We got the Greyhound here. Veterans 1, of course, already. 50 cal on the way. Grabbing the southern fuel. L640, of course, need repairs. As for Charlotte, we got ambulance on the way there. We do have the fast support elements. Flak feeling could also prove to be handy here. At this point, may also want to just go for Pack 38. So there's several options here Charlotte can pursue versus enemy.
Ammunition point is being
Let's
attacked.
pop over to perspective. An enemy's going for a 5th rifle squad here, really leveraging hard here to use the power of the rifleman. Here versus Charlotte, particularly backed up by Greyhound. Really aggressive strategy. We've got Rascals, the Panzer Grenadiers here. Up north, routing the Panzer Grenadiers as well. They catch them off here. Cut-off point being seized there by enemy's men. And will Charlotte upgrade the other L640 here? Part of the hit. Aggressive plays here. Flak feeling is only for Charlotte, certainly going to be a crucial tool against all the riflemen, but also to a lesser degree the Greyhound. Greyhound patrolling, rifleman falling back. L640 they've been repaired and good to go. Why couldn't have we gotten a bigger tank? Have you seen the state of the Italian industry? We can't handle it. Oh. Enemies moving forwards here. Brute shot there from the entertainer there, straight for the L640. Causing immense amounts of damage to the light Italian tank right after it got repaired. My God, how is it you Italians thrive? I fixed you like 5 minutes ago and you already got like a massive hole in the side. Push forwards here for Sean in the center here, catching some enemies, men dug in by the house. We got the ground as well here. Could try and rush the Panzerjägers into the house here. Occupied against the Greyhound, but that said needs to get in there before the Ram get. In fact, I think here, enemy saw through Charlotte here. Yup, gonna go into the building, and suddenly Charlotte's little plan here went quite pear-shaped. Flak filling though is ready. Got the Guastatori here also lined up as an option here, though I would certainly recommend some mines. I would strongly recommend some mines. And we got the BARs up now here for enemy starting to catch up steam here, of course, with a lot of rifling, with a lot of bars. That is going to be a lot of problems here, I think, for Charlotte and the 10th Panzer Division at the moment. Up north here, Panzer Squad being attacked here. Needs Russian forces to assist with that. Obviously going to take a while to get there. L6 moving forwards. It's been equipped here with the Lancia Fiamme. North here, Panzer's being hunted down here with the Rascal, the Greyhound. Flak feeling withdrawing a bit here. And we do get Guastatori out here for Charlotte. Thumbs up. That's even more flamethrowers, even more Lancia Fiamme. No, by the way, they did activate an assault version of this, which I believe was sort of more of a one-shot type thing there, which would serve as the basis for the German Einstoss Flammenwerfer, which was also a one-shot flamethrower, primarily intended for the German Fallschirmjägers, but would primarily see uses with the Volkssturm. Though some Fallschirmjägers would still use the Einstoss Flammenwerfer. But little fun fact there. Flak thing to get through the Greyhound here. Again, aggressive back and forth between Charlotte and enemy here on the hot sands of Tunisia. In the south here, Guastatori versus the barred up riflemen. Moving forward to the Beretta M38 and their Lancia Fiamme here. We got poured on them. But the Guastatori closing in there, and with the flamethrowers, they do pack a massive amount of bonus damage here. Rifle that even poured on them simply cannot match the Guastatori. Grenades off if that is easily dodged. Down to 2 men here. Could see a weapon. There we go. We got the L640, the Lancia Fiamme light tank. And there we go. So much fire. So much fire. Rifle down to just 2 men. He has the Lancia Fiamme rapidly pursuing here in the south, pushing for the other rifle squad. Could get a wipe in enemy. That'd be huge for Charlotte. There we go. Down to 1 man. And the wipe is secured. In the south here, other rifle squads, the Guastatori here. Could score another wipe here. Entertainer gets a good shot here. Grenades off for Guastatori. Also in the danger zone, but the rifle squad pushed back. So many potential wipes. If you get another wipe, that'd be huge for Charlotte. Can she actually got the wipe? 2 wipes in a matter of minutes. Good God. Panzer gets pushed off. He's going for the carve points. Charlotte is all over the place, but she's handling it exceptionally well here. I don't think as many players as Charlotte could really just handle all of these engagements with such a level of tension. That would definitely have lost a few units myself. Panzer being assaulted here, the Rifle Squad. We've got 2nd Panzer Squad to match the Greyhound. Panzer Squad by go down. Looks like Charlotte's attention here did slip, did extend, and did get wiped. We got the remaining rifle archers again going from 5 to 3 in a matter of moments. In the south, Panzer going for the ground. The half-track goes down. Fortunately for Charlotte, she didn't have full wipe. Unfortunately for enemy, he didn't get a full wipe there on the occupant as well. L640 need repairs. Eat those Panzers in here. Could take out the ground here. If the Panzers catch it here, this could be another blow to enemy. This could be a huge tactical win here for Charlotte. There we go. And the ground is down. The turret pops like a piece of fireworks. Up north here, 250 half-track on its own. And far up north here, Panzer Grenadier on their own here. This match is hectic. Despite Charlotte's though tactical wins, victory points why she's fallen drastically behind enemy, and she needs to pick up the pace there soon, or enemy's gonna crush her. and render all of her tactical wins utterly invalid. Back here, engineers out for enemy. We got repair kits, but also minesweepers. Perhaps again concerned about the possibility of telemines from Charlotte. Haven't seen any, but at the same time, I do understand the logic, because a telemine would be one of the worst things he could, like, you know, drive any like new tanks vehicles into his gang here. That could absolutely derail him entirely. And there we go. He's going for the heavy anti-tank mines again. Thumbs up.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Yeah, Charlotte would certainly also strong benefit from telemines. So, yeah, even if he hasn't seen them, he goes for the minesweepers, assuming that Charlotte is going to lay down mines. And again, probably has to figure out he's up against Italian infantry, so that means telemines. That is definitely, I thought, play. The engineers versus the Panzergunners need to put away the minesweeper. Oh, there's just 3 guys firing. Got Panzer Pioneer, Panzergunners, Panzerjägers, and of course the Lancia Fiamme here. 475, 135 here. Up north here, fighting for the northern victory point. We got the round squad tank from 2 sides here. We got the L640 pursuing the engineers. Could score another wipe here on enemy. Down to just 2 men on help. There goes anti-tank, and they almost scores a wipe here. The engineers don't get a wipe. They had some immense luck here. Immense luck. They're very fortunate for enemy there. That'd been great, of course, for Charlotte. Could scored another wipe against them. Another wipe, no. But we also got replacement rifle for the losses here. Panzergunners finding out there. Back here, troop enforcing healing. South here, grabbing that southern fuel point back for the Svartland. L640 here as the Rav squad. Need to be careful with that one. One good shot from anti-tank, and that thing's going to go up in flames. Whew. Got several light vehicles in heavy need repairs. May want to just pull them back so they can be repaired in the base while the troops are healing and reinforcing. Yeah, Charlotte needs to get all those victory points very, very schnell. We got Panzergunners occupying the house here, but it's looking very weak for the time being. And enemy is just slowly moving towards that EC8 tank. Towards Brad Pitt. Need to fix up the flak feeling here. Panzergunner anything northwards. Got the 250 sort of mostly fixed there. Anti-tank and set up. Rifleman engineers moving forward slowly. And go caught by the center victory point. Here we got the route squad held up here behind a bunch of old trucks. Popping into the nearby building, forming up an anti-tank position here. Flak feeling good to go again. Lancia Fiamme tank, they need repairs. Nothing further than Charlotte's base, no tanks. No attack. No nothing. Grenade starts in the south, we got another engagement. We got route squad units versus the Guastatore veterans who won. In the center, those definitely where things getting hottest right now as we got the route squad being hit by the flak feeling. 4 autocannons just shredding the GIs out in the open in the middle of the road. Not been great. Good shot from the anti-tank, and up north there. Point mixes by the Panzergrenadiere. Almost got the flak feeling, and another wipe narrowly gets through here Charlotte's hands. Really unlucky. Smoke deployed here. Route squad's into himself, completely sent packing here by the Guastatore. Don't know if you can actually pick up that BAR there with the Guastatore, if they fully upgraded it. But now Charlotte finally has got all 3 victory points. There's another one bleeding out her opponent. Again, telemines could be a really strong idea. L640 rushing northwards here. 250 on the way as well here. And we got the Panzer Army commander here for Charlotte now as well here. Charlotte's definitely turned this game around, even if it is coming at a bit of an aggressive cost. And she's still got some way to go in terms of victory points. But she's really managed to deliver some significant blows here to enemy and significantly slow down his momentum. But he's about to regain it with the Sherman EC8. He's not far away. Moving north to the route squad to the Panzergrenadier here. Got an anti-tank mine there. And Charlotte is none the wiser. Route squad's being burned up alive. Got the flak filling up the center. Bit of skirmishing here. Anti-tanks being hauled northwards. Large cluster of route being moved northwards as well here in the center. Engineers moving forwards. The south side, Charlotte, is she laying down mines? Oh, she's laying down a demo charge. I mean, that's not a bad idea either, but I do think a telemine would make a lot more sense as it can't easily spot it. But now we got the EC8 there, Brad Pitt. Desert Edition has arrived here for enemy. Panzer goes to the route squad here. Up north, we've got the L640 near repairs. We got the EC8 pushing northwards as well here. Engineers being held up here in the center. And we got a mortar for enemy deciding he wants artillery to deal with some of Charlotte's support weapons. Provide general support here. Up north, the Panzers withdraw here. EC8 shoots, good shot there. Panzer taking immense amount of damage. We got others supporting the Panzerjägers. We got the flak feeling here nearby as well here. Meeting the riflemen with a storm of water cannon fire. We got more heavy mines here as well from enemy. He's really laying down a lot of them here as a Charlotte. I mean, thumbs up. And there we go, the flak feeling hit one of them. Someone managed to dodge, then hits it right there. Like, I think Charlotte at this point is really going to regret not having any minesweepers.
We have vehicles ready to be dispatched to the front.
Like, I don't think I've really seen a player so consistently use these M6 heavy anti-tank mines as well as enemy. He is absolutely not missing a beat on those, that's for sure. Back to Charlotte there, definitely took a bit of the wind out of sails there with that anti-tank mine there. Yeah, so far though, Charlotte just isn't bothering with mines herself, unfortunately. Of course, he may be wanting to push for the artillery call-ins, which does kind of make sense, but versus armor, really would suggest heavy anti-tank mines if you got them as an option. Line to tank fire here versus the Sherman. They're doing some very light damage here. Suddenly he's pushing forwards, and Charlotte is forced to abandon northern positions here in the face of the 3rd Infantry Division's assault. We got a Panther ready here for Charlotte, the Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. Bit of quiet here for now. We got a BAR abandoning the base there as well. Spicy. Sherman moving towards the center here. Got 123 to 297. Charlotte is slowly closing the gap here between the two players. Slowly but surely. We also got veteran squad leaders on those Panzer Grenadiers. Thumbs up. Of course, also benefits the other troops, including the Guastatori. Even if they don't get an extra guy, they do become harder to hit and they gain faster experience. In the south here, Guastatori versus Rav squad here. Rav moving straight to them. Flamethrower action going off here. In the center, though, again, is where the fighting is the heaviest. But in the south here, the Guastatori, I think, are definitely looking very favored. We do have a Schützenmine here, by the way. That's not bad at all. But crucially, no defensive operations, no telemines. In fact, the Guastatori could get wiped out. EC moving down south. Let's see it. Panzer forced withdraw. Guastatori on the run here. Panzer Pioneer, Panzerjägers advancing here. Guastatori are in the danger zone of getting wiped out. Shot missed. Panzer III is moving south as well to respond. Assisting the Panzerjägers. EC they're being hunted down. We got tear gas rounds there. Panzer III joining in. Rapid and fierce exchanges of fire between the two players. Back at base for Charlotte. We got troops reinforcing, healing, preparing for the next engagement. Might see another Panzer III soon. Of course, there's all these CC8s. Another option could be to consider the flat 36, honestly. Perhaps not the most popular option, but it certainly packs a punch here. Oh dear, Matt, there's the Panther III here. L640 moved in. Panther III bounces a shot there. The artillery called in as well here. And the L640 goes down, I think, just trying to draw away attention from the Panther III. Charlotte sacrifices her light tank to save the Panther III. Kind of makes sense since with EC down the field at this point. The L640's more or less kind of served out its role. It's not going to be able to do too much anymore for Charlotte. We got a BRC there with the Panzer Grenadier. Very good. He's definitely been able to secure numerous wipes here on enemy, which is quite impressive. Oh, the demo charge! The demo charge! Charlotte! The demo charge! Ah! No! Come on! Detonate it! Hit the plunger! Ach, scheiße. We got another entertaining of the enemy. Bring up more to help deal with Charlotte's Panzerwaffe. Makes sense. Pushing southwards. Maybe she'll find herself that demo charge. Hope so. Hope so. Ah, she missed the opportunity. She missed it. What a shame. They find around the center. We got Panzerjägers on the fire here from the mortar. Panzer was the rifle squad here. Entertaining almost done. Panzer IV pushing southwards. Panzer Pioneer and Guastatori assisting. And further up north here, points being seized. Further up north, points there as well being grabbed. A lot of action here, a lot of momentum. We got 105 to 266 here. Charlotte still bleeding out. Enemy getting the gap between them closed out slowly but steadily. Second Panther III out here. Another great shot on the Rav squad here. EC pulling towards the center. 105 to 260. Panther III's linking up with each other. I think that is a very smart move here by Charlotte. She definitely wants to not attack the Sherman one-on-one with their own tanks. But she also wants to get rid of these anti-tank guns if possible. She even wants to seize them and turn them against enemy. South the assault units moving forwards. And over to enemy. North we got the Panzer, the Route Squad, we got the Panzer moving up as well here. 248, there's 105. South the assault units was the Panzer Pioneer. And far up north here we got another engagement. Panzerjägers, Panzer 3 here. Charlotte though still doesn't have minesweepers, and he's driving into really dangerous ground here with the Panzer 3s. He doesn't know what's hiding here amidst the dunes. This is really, like, nerve-wracking. And she's literally dancing in a minefield without knowing it. In the center here, we got Panzer 250 pushing back the engineers here. Got another one. I mean, he's on just one squad of riflemen now. Charlotte's just been so efficiently able to go score wipe after wipe here. I do think part of it's just been these Guastatori. But, like, you know, enemies definitely just been trying to keep all this infantry going. So tooth on there go. Panzer taking several hits here from the anti-tanks, and the EC could lose it. Had she been likely to set off the miner of the EC-80, going for that Panzer 3 here. Very likely going to lose it here. Might have a small chance taking up the EC-8 at least here. At this point, the question is, does she really want to pursue and hunt it down here? I don't think so. We got 235, 105 here. Mortars, rifle covering the center. In the south, Guastatori moving up. Still no Telaminen. And I think we got more mines here from enemy somewhere. Yes, indeed. Just so many M6 mines. And the thing is, like, he just needs, like, one to go off and it'll easily have been worth it. There you go. Another M6 mine goes off. A 250 half-break immediately turned into a blazing ball of fire. A second sun here in the middle of the desert. Panzerjägers taking messages from the EC-8, flanking around the Sherman EC-8 with a Panther 3. Really nice flank here. Too slow to repair. Good chance of knocking it out here, but there's also a good chance of losing the Panther 3 here in the end. There you go. Got it, of course, at this point. Enemy already has another EC-8 out here, unfortunately for Sean. There you go. Guastatori spotted by the EC-8. Route Squad here versus the Panzerjägers, Panzer Grenadiers, and the Panzer Pioneer. Panther 3 trying to escape here. Rolling over the trenches, but he goes down. 231 versus 105 here. EC-8 moving forwards here. Part of me still would like to see a Flak 36 here from Charlotte. Still think that could be very handy. Or maybe at this point it might be worth considering moving up for armored reserves and maybe trying to pull for the Stug Collins. Just get some numbers out that way. Maybe even like trial out for the Tiger tank. We got Allied War Machine now here for enemy. Graham Northern Victory Point here. Enemy's about to get the bleed back on Charlotte. In the south we got the assault units moving forwards.
We have vehicles ready to be dispatched to the front.
Setting out here. Heading for the southern point. The assault units right next to the point again. Will she this time set off the demo charge? Will it be another? Oh, there we go. Finally, the demo charge did something. Took out the entire assault engineer squad. North here, Panzer catching the assault engineers here. Just laying down a regular mine. Soldiers pushed off. Big push here by Charlotte. Panzer Grenadiers, Panzerjägers, Guastatori, Panzer Pioneer. It's a full-on assault formation. We got smoke from the Guastatori coming past the assault here. She's going in hard here. We got more rifle out here for... At least the remaining rifle out here for enemy trying to withstand the assault here from Charlotte. So many flamethrowers here. We got suppressive fire from the port on them here. Panzerjägers taking hit for the mortars. Panzer swing northwards here. But Charlotte's being boiled. And we got artillery called in on the mortar. Anti-tank route squad here. It's the Obiche. And we got an anti-tank being called forwards here. Almost got the mortar. 250 after rushing forwards here. It's going to get knocked up in the anti-tank guns. Down it goes alongside the gun crew. Charlotte here was clearly looking to get a bit aggressive. We got more explosion. I think that might have been mine being set off there by the howitzer. Sherman EC-8, they're taking a hit down a half health. Enemy clearly underestimating the artillery here at his own peril. Good God! What are they doing? They're shooting at us, Corporal. Oh, right. But with artillery? Yes, turns out tanks are really bad against artillery if you take a direct hit on the top. Most tanks are not built with that in mind. In fact, most tanks were not. Very few tanks are like... I think the King Tie is one of those few tanks that had like also heavy top armor, so you to take some artillery hits, like in from the heavy guns, and get out of it alive. But like a lot of lighter armor than that was definitely not built with like getting hit by artillery in line. Fun fact. Over to Charlotte. Less than 100 points left, but down to 219. She's really, in some regards, been able to leverage this fight back in her favor, but... like, there's just so many anti-tank mines about, and Charlotte still hasn't brought in any minesweepers. I can't help but feel this is a bit of a massive oversight for Charlotte. Because these anti-tank mines are, like, just... like... they've not, like, killed, like, any panzers, but they really just take out so many light vehicles. There's this constant hanging threat of, like, you know, one mistake and a Panther is going to go up in flames here. Also, just the lack of any anti-tank mines of Verdun, I feel like, is also, like, starting to stand out a bit here. And what's up north here? Panzergrenadiers push back. Enemy in the 3rd Infantry Division pushing back the Germans there. In a ruthless maneuver, back here, Guastatori, which are basically Italian assault engineers, reinforcing healing. Another Panther III here. No attempt at armored reserves, no attempt at, like, anything bigger. Or, for that matter, say, a Flak 36. And tanks being forts, mortars as well. We got 80 versus 219. We got the Regis artillery barracks called in on the point. Now the Panther V ready here, almost getting entire Ralph squad wiped out again. We got the Panzerjägers pushing forwards with MG34. Fresh Panther V ready. We got 75 though versus 219 here. Things start hanging flat here for Charlotte. Pack 38 here being shot at by Sonias with the grease guns. Panzerjägers, Panzerpionier, Guastatori, all advancing on the point. And of course a Panzer as well. Guastatori halfway to the ace level. Sonias, they're definitely in the danger zone there. Anti-tankers lining up. Panzerpionier under fire from the Sherman EC8. Panzerjägers, Guastatori, Pack fading up here. Catching in the anti-tankers on the move. We got a demo charge up. You know, it's the delayed fuse barrage from enemies' mortars. Smoke deployed here. Moving forwards here. Pushing ahead here. Charlotte's looking to try and break here. I think enemies sent to get rid of those anti-tankers. If you can grab them and turn them against enemies, that could very well be GG. But at the same time, if you're sent into this kind of push, it could cost the game. So it's definitely very intense stuff here. But she's clearly making an attempt. He's Sherman EC down to half health. Panther V's moving forward, so I think I have to stop here. And now she lacks smoke. We got grenade health in the east. Panther V there. Gonna see the damage. Engine off now. Gonna lose the Panther V. Guastatori. Panzerjägers almost being worked out here. It was a high-risk move here. Could have worked out, but I think the odds were against her, and she got punished. Close call, but in the end, too close against her. And now we got enemy here with another easy out here. And now Charlotte is really in a tough position. And she's lost too many tanks, and she just, you know, hasn't been laying down mines. She hasn't been seeding the battlefield, you know, with the seeds of the enemy's armored distraction. Ralph's going to push back with the Panzergrenadier. Back here reinforcing healing. Got the Sherman swing forwards here for enemy. Northern pump you see for the Panzergrenadier. We got the mortars moving forwards. South here we got Panzerjägers in ambush. 66, 175. She's back to bleeding out though. Despite everything, Charlotte is absolutely uncowed in the face of this display of armored might here from enemy. Panzerjägers feeling about here. Waiting for the right time to strike. And there you go. Ambushing the Sherman EC. Courageous men, but let's put it honestly a bit foolish as well. Sony's moving forwards. Further hits here. In the center, they got the Sherman versus the Panzer inside the building. You need to be careful. Guastatori advancing in the center. Up north, the Panzerpionier versus their assault engineers. Pack 38 remaining sort of position in the south. Panzerjägers pushed off. You got 6,633. Like, she's really been able to close the gap between the two there. That is very impressive. Almost got the engineers here. So close, but the victory points are now falling to the Americans. The 3rd Division is pouring onwards now, and the 10th Panzer Division is increasingly struggling to, like, inflict, like, any damage and return back here on enemy. 6,623. Push on the center. Guastatori moving back. Near ace level here. True heroes of Rome. And another pack crew here for Charlotte. Obviously, armed reserves is not something that's happening in her mind. Don't quite blame her. So there's another pack 38 here. 59 races until again at the center victory point. In the north, an attempt here to move forwards is thwarted by another EC8. A few light hits of the anti-tank rods for the sidearm of the Sherman EC8. 51 versus 123 here. Mines on the southern point. Enemy quick to lay down mines here, knowing that Charlotte's allowed to get them back much more. He could very well stand to lose this entire match. We've got 47 123 pushing for northern victory point in the center. Sherman racing in, the enemy switching onto a war footing here in the center, looking to push Charlotte off here. And she has to bleed Charlotte out as fast as possible before she has the potential stage another comeback. Because she's so far really managed, like, you know, stage some impressive comebacks here versus enemy. Got mortar firing down here, Paxman down there. We got the assault uses the Panzergrenadiere here. Pack 38 lining up the shot here on the EC8. Good shot. Almost got the assault engineers here. We got 123 versus 34. Panzer is being pushed off, heading southwards with the Guastatori. Panzer Abwehrkanone moving about. Then we got the Rascalon getting the 250. Back here, another mob there being sent up. Plenty of Panzerjägers with some Panzergrenadier support here. Right about to hit that mine by the southern victory point. We got 123 versus 27.
Victory point. We're losing it.
26. 25. Pack 38 setting up. He's heading southwards, right into the Panzerabwehrkanone. Lining up shots there, straight for the side armor. Good shots there on the Sherman EC8. Almost got it there. Almost got it. Got 18 points left though.
Sherman EC8 isn't hailing us.
And the EC8 is down. It is no longer hailing them. I don't think I've heard that one before anyways. 13 versus 123. 11. 10. Oh dear. 9. In the south, Assault coming up against the Guastatori. And there you go. This does look to be GG. This does look to be GG. Game over. A fierce Banfield fight. His Charlotte was many times so close. But part of the issue again, I've seen just the lack of minesweepers and just enemies countless anti-tank mines, and I think also in the same way that Charlotte just never laid down any telemines. Like any of these EC8s at some point, like hit a telemine, that Greyhound hit a telemine earlier, I think Charlotte would have been in a much stronger position here and probably could have won this, because in many cases she was really close, but then just kind of flapped a bit. They just fell a bit short here. But either way, the really intense match. Great play from both sides. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. Hope it gave some different matches. If it did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell a friend, tell a family if they're not your enemies. This is Imperial saying cheers and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye everyone.